Back in October of 2025, I spent 2 weeks and 6,000 miles riding and camping from New Jersey to Texas and back. So, do you want to see how I pack for a trip like this? And what's in all these bags? Well, let's go. In this left bag here, we have the tent pole holder, which also holds a handy dandy tripod and tent poles. In the left bag, we have wet wipes. Super handy. Clean your hands, clean your backside, take a shower. I have my bag of electrical stuff, chargers, cables, whatever. The wind layer for my jacket. Pair of waterproof gloves. And a sleeping pad. And the ground cloth. And the tent itself. And the rain fly. I'm grateful to, I think it was Dork in the Road, who said that you don't need to put the tent back into the tent bag. You can just put it wherever it fits. And that's so much easier and so much faster. So I have my tent poles separate because they're too big to fit in the bag. And the tent just gets shoved in the left thing. In the right bag, we have swimming trunks and a towel just in case. Some mezcal as a gift for when I get home. My camp cooking set. Miscellaneous food stuff. And a big old clothes bag. I brought too many clothes and I shouldn't have brought jeans. They take up way too much space. And a big old slab of beef jerky. Behind my seat, I have fuel for my stove, a sleeping bag, and my camp shoes, which are also water shoes. So they can be used in showers of campgrounds or wherever, but they're also a little bit rugged, so you can go hiking in them. And I have my 3-liter bottle of water under there, and a sleeping bag in a dry bag stuff sack. And there's this gigantic tail pouch, which has way too much stuff in it, but it's all right. I have a hat. I have part of my toolkit because the silencer keeps falling out. More beef jerky. Another pair of gloves, because there's nothing worse than being caught in the rain and having only one pair of gloves that's completely soaked. Have gummy peaches, dessert, an outer rain shell. It's nice, my jacket has an inner rain shell, but that makes the whole jacket wet, which is not ideal. Have a rain cover for the tail bag. Water resistant does not mean waterproof. More jerky. Chickpea coconut curry, cashews, trout fillets. Look at these guys. Not too close. First aid kit, some mayo, which needs to go in the camp kitchen bag, some coffee, and I have my tool bag, air pump, and a cutting board. Oh, and some extra rear brake pads. How are we doing? We'll probably make it. We'll probably make it the rest of the trip. And lastly, we have the tank bag, which has the visor from the helmet, which I can't put on anymore because it fell off in the windstorm. Another microfiber. The drone, which I can't fly here because we're in a national wildlife refuge. There's a lot of places where you aren't allowed to fly the things. I have my charger for this camera's batteries, extra drone battery, Insta360 in its case down here. Backup battery, headlamp, drone controller, toothbrush, toothpaste, toiletries, and ND filters for this camera. And that's it. That's all I got. Oh, wait. Underneath this bag is a camp chair, which I won't need tonight, and I don't always need because there's often picnic tables, but it's sure nice to have a chair when there's nothing to sit on. And it's all the way down there, and it's not that heavy, so I don't feel too bad. So that's it. That's everything on the bike for a 2-week, 6,000 mile give or take trip. I need to figure out how to reduce the clothing bag though. That's way too big. It takes up too much of that right bag. What do you guys do to minimize the clothing you have to take on longer trips? I discovered something today. This Insta360 mount and clamp make a good tent stake hammer. Check this out. Barely leaves a mark on the thing. I was looking for a hammer and I found it. Everything has to have 2 purposes to be useful, right? That's how it works? Yeah, that's how it works. Let's look at what's in the cook bag, shall we? I have the pot, a jar for measuring or storing liquids. I have camp wash. I have a sock that has the little alcohol stove in there. Let's see. And a rag. Another sock that has a lighter. And a whole bunch of these little bags of fire starter. It's cotton soaked in something that makes lighting fires much easier, even when it's wet. And I have the little stove, which you've seen before. I can cut to that. Oh, and there's one little convenience thing that I got for this trip, and I'm so happy I have it. It's this tiny, tiny pump. This little guy. Dork in the road was advocating for something made by the same people, but twice as expensive. This thing was like $22 or so, and I had to print my own adapter to the big Agnes pad, but it works just fine now, and makes blowing up the sleeping pad so much better. That stuff sack thing is just the worst. It's just no fun to use at all. But this thing's pretty quick, and I haven't charged it all trip. Just stick that guy on there, and then some number of seconds later, it'll be ready. It makes a god-awful racket, though. What was that, 1 minute and 15 seconds? Not bad, really not bad. Go figure, the last time I was gonna use the little inflator pump, decided it didn't have enough batteries. But now I know, every, 10 inflates recharge the device. That's pretty good. Well, I hope this was helpful and encourages you to get out and do some moto-camping. It's been a long, snowy winter in New Jersey, and I can't wait to go camping and riding again.